Hello everyone, it's Brooke with Mrs. Cog Hill Farm, and I'm over here in what I like to call the scrap pile. An area where I keep a few of my things that I may have a later use for. And if y'all can remember, back at the end of the season last year, when we were finishing up feeding our animals hay, my hay man had some bales that he wanted to get rid of for little or nothing. And I bought quite a few of them. I think I bought 8 maybe, to use around the pond area to regenerate some seeds. I had some purposes, but I also had some things in mind that were tucked away for, it's not a rainy day, but another day. And that is today's purpose, part of today's purpose. So you may notice I have on this orange shirt that says love is a four-legged word, Cog Hill Farm, because, not because it matches my tractor. I mean, it does match my tractor, but because I feel like fall is officially here. I realize that it happened in September, it's already October, but we've had a lot going on, and we still do. But this has been something that's been on my mind, and I think y'all enjoy watching this happen. I didn't get to it last year. The year before last I did a cow and it looked like Moody. So this year, I'm gonna do it again. It's gonna be a double stacked hay bale decoration. I'm not exactly for sure where I'm gonna put it yet, but needless to say, I have my hay spear on the front of my orange tractor that matches my orange shirt, and I'm gonna get these 2 hay bales moved out of the save for later pile and just make sure that they're okay and that the hay net's still on there. I don't want my hay to fall apart. I need it to stay in a circular shape for what I'm gonna do. And you'll have to stay tuned and figure out what I'm doing. So you can see there's a little bale that's in the front here, and I've used off of it, so it's not a full bale. I don't want it, has no hay wrap on it. I'm shooting for one of those 3 in the back. I only need 2 out of the 3, and I need those to maintain their shape. So let's see what we got. All right, come on, no whammies. No whammies. Gotta be a good bale. I don't care if it's a little out of circular. I just want it to be held together. Uh-oh, I lost it. Go back in. I think I hit it on that other bale. Got some vines growing in it. All right, let me take a walk around and see what it looks like before I move it out of here. Goodness gracious, it's awkward. It's not a circle anymore. I wonder if I had a snake hiding up under where that hay bale was sitting. I think that'll work. I really do. And I'll use whichever one I think is better for the top and which one's better for the bottom once I get that figured out. But right now, we're just pulling them out. I may need to get Jason's opinion. He and Mary Carl are about to go on a little birding adventure. I told him I had something I wanted to work on, so he was free to do whatever he needed to. I have 2 places in mind, and Jason said just whatever works. He really didn't have a preference. Whatever I thought looked best. And I don't know. I don't know if I ought to put it out here by the egg stand because, well, the eggs are out of stock. I ought to put a big giant fried egg out here is what I ought to do. Forget about my fall decorations going out here. Just put a big giant fried egg so they know eggs are for sale. That would be cute. But I have this spot right here that's right out in front, but I don't want to block the whole egg stand. All right, I'm gonna go up to the barn and see what I think about that area. I mean, that's where I had it last year and it worked out fine, but I also think it's too cute for the public to not get to enjoy. I made one decision, and that is that this hay bale that's on this spear right now is gonna be my bottom, and I'm gonna go around and show you guys why I think that this, well, I say bottom. it's going to sit on top of the bottom hay bale because it's absolutely flat. So I know it's not going to roll off. It's no really roundness to it. It's almost made itself into a triangle. I'm going to get all those vines off, but this one's going to be the top of, anyway, I got to go get the other piece. Well, this little bale is kind of in the way. I think I'm going to have to move it. All right, let's check out this one. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off and look at it because this one is gonna stand up the opposite way as it is right now. It's gonna sit like this one on the ground, and I think that'll be perfect. So I don't want to mess my orange shirt up. I'm gonna stop at the house and grab some paint and put on some different clothes so I can get dirty. I'm in a new set of clothes and I am out here with my paint. Now, here's your hint. Do not fast forward to the end of this video to try and cheat and figure out what I'm making. You must guess. Do not do that. We have white paint. We have a lot of black paint. And we have this, I don't know what color it is. It's kind of like a greenish yellow. Have only one can of that. So that's for you to guess. Well, I know you guys are wondering, what about the hummingbirds that were shut up in the garage in my last video? Well, the next morning, there were still 2 hummingbirds in the garage. And I thought, oh no, there's no way they're gonna make it. So I changed the position of the feeder, and lo and behold, y'all, they all made their way out. So no hummingbirds left in the garage, and I am so thankful. Now, there are still a few that are frequenting the feeders, and I hope that they get on their way soon because I'm anticipating some cooler weather, and they need to hurry up and get gone because I'm kind of tired of this heat. I need some pants on. I don't want to wear my shorts much longer. There's literally a 5% chance of rain today, and I tell you, I think those look like rain clouds. Huh. We need the rain. If it rains, I'm just gonna say, oh well, I'll have to fix it, but I don't expect it's gonna rain. But they sure are promising looking dark gray clouds. I made my decision on where I'm gonna put this thing. And the reason is because I think children will get to ride by and enjoy looking at this if it's out by the road. And they're not gonna get to see it except for on videos if it's in front of the barn. So may do something else for in front of the barn, but if it will sit level enough, we're about to try it out in front by the egg stand. Well, I have one bale sitting down. It's not quite level. I want to make sure this other bale will set on there and not fall off before I make the decision that I'm going to put it here.
So steady.
It's not quite finished, but I bet you can figure out what it is. I want the eyes to be a little more defined. I think I'm gonna have to make a cardboard cutout in order to do that because the nozzle on the spray paint wants to just make it wide and I want it more well defined. It's a cat. I've got to get some whiskers made and figure out something for ears. I just about got it finished, but I gotta put some whiskers and I got to put some ears on it. So I've been trying to figure out what I could use. I could use PVC for the whiskers, PVC pipe. But first of all, PVC pipe, it's not cheap anymore. That stuff, they are proud of it. And I certainly don't want to buy it and cut it up and not have another use for it. So I wanted to use something I already had. And I thought about that flat metal. Y'all know I bought it to use for the stair railing, and we did. We used it for the stair railing. We also used it for the most recent build of the electrolysis tank. So what it is, it's just flat metal. And I'm gonna paint them white. I also think that if I drill holes in it, that I can take these landscape staples that we already have, stick them through the hay bale and paint them white, and it'll hold them on there. Now I want 3 per side of the mouth. And then what about the ears? First of all, that's Caden's truck. Caden's here working. He's out in the garden area now dumping some manure and cleaning up. So the ears, if y'all remember when I made the Moody hay bale decoration, this is what I used for the ears. And I had them tucked away in a very secure spot for a later day. And I already had some pipe strap on the back, and I'm going to take those same landscape staples, go through the pipe strap, stick this down into the hay bale, paint the ear solid black, and I think it's going to work. I don't think you'll know it's a cow ear from a cat ear. I think it'll work. I want to make sure that the landscape staples are going to hold this flat metal before I spray paint it. I've already drilled the holes in it. I'm anticipating it's going to work, but you just never know. So I'm going to get a hammer and try to make sure these stick. Oh, that's going to work. Yep, that's going to work. All right, spray paint it is. I probably didn't even need 3, but overkill is better than it not working. And I know I'm going to have to touch this up a little. Just thought I would show y'all Caden hard at work. He's over here tilling up the garden plot where we will probably tarp it and get it ready for probably some calendulas. That's what I'm thinking. Hard-working young man, thankful to have Caden. And that is Snow White, the donkey across the street. I have a feeling he sees me. I back the side-by-side up, and it works. Caden's using the tractor. And I think these ears are going to be perfect. I just don't know where they need to go. I'm kind of looking in the camera to figure it out. Cat's ears are... I guess I can always move them. Do I want them up front? Or do I want them further back? I think let's put them about right there. Look at there, look at there. Snow White, what you doing, baby? I knew I heard you over there. Goodness gracious. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. You're so beautiful. He has to come and visit, no matter what I'm doing, as soon as he hears me talking. If these whiskers work out the way I think they're going to work out, I may have to take up a profession. I'm definitely not touching this thing. Trying to make sure I can show it to y'all. Y'all see that caterpillar? There was a time that I got stung by a venomous caterpillar, and it was one of the worst pains I've ever felt in my life. So I'm not going to kill him, but I'm not going to touch him. Luckily, I have my hammer here, and he's on the ground. But what I was going to say is, if this works out, and these stay in like I think they're going to stay in, then I may be getting into the hay bale art, because I'll be 2 for 2. Goodness, that was hard. Push this one in. I have to hammer that one. Are y'all talking to me from the comfort of your home, telling me up or down? All right. 2 down. Oh my goodness, I am loving this. I tell y'all, every time I do something, I am not an artistic person. I am not. Mary Carl is, and Jason is. But I am not. Wow, yes. All right, so what do y'all think? I think it's perfect. Here I am trying to make this camera. I think it's perfect. I was so concerned that you might not be able to tell what it was, but I don't think there's any doubt that you can tell what it is. Yay. I'm really, really pleased with it. And I think it's perfect. Did I say I think it's perfect? Well, I'm all smiles. And the donkey across the road is too, because he's had something to do by watching me construct this kitty cat. Now, he probably wishes it would come to life so he could have a friend, but I don't think that's going to happen. What is going to happen is, since I have my painting clothes on and Jason and Mary Carl are not back yet, I got another little something that I need to take care of before they get home. Something that's been on my mind, and I really needed to do it first, but this was fun. Hello there, Mr. Snow White. I don't know about me coming all the way down here. The ditch is kind of grown up. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're good. Hey, buddy. What you doing? What you doing, beautiful? Where are your friends? Huh? Where are your friends? Y'all, I just love donkeys. I love all animals, but he is so special. He's so sweet. And I think they all have a curious disposition. Horses, donkeys, all things equine just have that curiosity. And you have to imagine that he's just been amazed by watching what I'm doing. It's occupied his mind. He let out a little hee-haw for me to know he was over here, and he appreciated me giving him something to do. All right, buddy. Hugs to you. I don't see your friends anywhere, but I have a feeling they're out there. I'll bring you a snack, okay? I'll bring you a snack back. All right, bye, Mr. Snow White. And do something that's been bothering me for quite some time, and that is revamp our front door. When we built our house, we went with fiberglass doors, and our thoughts were, they'll never rot. You won't have to repair them. But what we weren't thinking was the fact that they need to be gel stained, which is different than paint. But I found out that finish does not hold up nearly as well as I thought it would. And every time I go to video or I go in this door or do anything, I just avoid the fact of showing these doors, and I shake my head because they are in need of work. Now, the dogs have a little something to do with the scratch area right there, but they don't have to do with anything that is up high or they need help. So while he's away, I thought I would try to get these doors restained, revamped, repurposed, and usable to where I won't have to close my eyes when I walk in the door. So let's see how this goes. Gel stain is not my favorite product to work with. I've used a chip brush in the past, which is just one of these little brushes that you throw away. Well, I must say that I think these doors look a sight better than what they did just a little bit ago. And something I was thinking about while I was gel staining them was how long that I've looked at these, going in and out of these doors every single day, thinking to myself, I don't want anybody to see these doors, much less myself have to look at them. Why didn't I take care of it sooner? Well, I'm too busy, or it's too hot. I've always come up with an excuse when this has been weighing on my mind, and I feel so much better knowing that that's taken care of. And I also feel like I should take better care of taking care of things rather than putting it on the back burner. Things that really, really annoy me, like these doors. But in a few days, I need to come back with a good clear coat. Make sure I cover it all. Make sure that stain is good and protected. It'll help prevent against UV rays, and then it'll also protect it against chips and scratches. So that is something I will definitely do. Now y'all tell me that doesn't look a sight better than what it did just a short while ago. And I was so intimidated by gel stain when we first thought about using fiberglass doors. I asked the guy that's at our contracting where I bought the doors from, I said, you think I can do that gel stain by myself? And he said, I do. Guess who's back? First of all, I have had a shower. I am cleaned up. I have no more paint on my hands. So you have been on a birding adventure with Mary Carl.
Yes.
What did you see?
We saw our usual suspects, nothing out of the ordinary, but then we saw a male lesser scaup duck, and we saw an American golden plover, and we saw a female ring neck duck.
Well, Mary Carl asked me what I thought y'all were going to see, and I said a roseate spoonbill, so I guess you didn't see that.
We didn't see that.
You didn't see that. Well, when you pulled in the driveway, did you see anything?
How can you not?
You saw a little something, and I need to know what you thought.
I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
Well,
I was shocked. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked.
You know as well as I do, I'm not an artistic person.
You're not.
I'm not an artistic person, but Jason, I must confess, I freehanded the eyes, I freehanded the mouth and the nose, I painted all the body black, and I think it turned out okay.
It looks great.
So when you went inside the house, did you notice anything?
Yes.
What is that?
You got the door stain.
I got the door stain. Now, that's something that you probably did not notice. If you did, it didn't bother you.
I gotten used to it. But once you stained them, it was like you changed the color of the house almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my mama knows that I stained them. And yes, I did ours first because I go in and out of my house a lot quicker than I do hers.
Right.
Next on my list is to get hers done. Hers is just a single door, so it should be easy.
Right.
And it's not 8 foot tall, which our doors are very tall.
That's right, they are big.
So got two things accomplished while you were enjoying your daddy-daughter time.
Yes.
But I need you to help me do something.
What?
My Ancona chicks are ready to be moved. And I lost count. Is it 9 or 10?
I don't know.
I think it's 9. I've had them in the grow out pen, so they have not had any heat for quite some time. They're adjusted to not having heat. They are crazy, as I expected, and this is going to be fun. So let's do it. So they are moving into this stall. This is a cleaned out stall. It'll be perfect for them. I really don't want to move them twice, meaning into the old bus, and then Mr. Roberto has the bus pretty much framed. So the rest of it's going to come a lot easier. All right, beautiful ladies. I know y'all are all in the back again because you're just not the friendliest chickens in the world, but that's okay. You're going to live a good life, and we're going to get you out of here. This space is plenty big for you, and y'all can see it comes out a lot more, but we're going to get you to where you can show how well you can fly and come out the stall. I'm just kidding. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. All right, Jason, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'll see you at home.
All right.
Hey. Look. Yay. There you go. Mom, look at there. Not even moving. I better shut this door, huh? I knew there was 9 of y'all, and Jason said there was 8. One of them got loose. It went crazy. And we caught it. But y'all, they are so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Ancona, A-N-C-O-N-A. Do not buy them unless you've had chickens in the past. I'm telling y'all, they're flighty. Well, thank you for helping me move the chicks. It went better than I expected, even though a couple got loose and we did have to do some running. Snow White she's not happy with this situation.
Got fired up.
She did. She's peeking at us through the cracks, but Anyway, hopefully the tide will roll today. Fingers crossed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was, like I said, quite outside my element, but I enjoy making hay bale decorations. I'm not for hire though, so don't reach out, please. So until the next one, y'all be good.